My name's Rachel Price, and I have worked in the disability sector for over 25 years now. So during that time I have seen some significant changes which have impacted on the way that support is provided to people with disability, and I suppose the most significant has been the deinstitutionalisation process, which has taken place over the last, I suppose, probably since the 1970s and 80s. There a change in philosophy around the way that people with disabilities being supported, and that saw the large institutions being slowly closed down over a period of sort of 10 to 20 years, with the last institution in New Zealand closing in 2006. And so along with that, there have been some significant changes and some new initiatives that have come into play that have given people with disabilities and their families greater options and choices around how support can be provided to them or their family member. And in recent times there have been some government-led initiatives, and I suppose the most recent ones have been the Enabling Good Lives project, the Choices in Community Living, the new model, and Individualised Funding, which have enabled people with disabilities and their families to have greater options about how the support is being provided to them. So no longer having to just go down those traditional areas of support like residential service providers. It then enables people to, particularly individualised funding, gives people the options to manage their own funding, which then enables them to purchase the services that they want or need for them or their family member. And so it's resulting in people having greater choice and control about what services they can have or receive, and giving people more options. Along with that, it is something that is in its early days, and that is giving families and people with disabilities some challenges around how they manage that funding and where they go for services. And one of the challenges for people is they can know, or they know what services they want, or they know how that support looks for their family member, but it's them trying to go out and create that service or find that service for people. There's a lot of traditional services that are operating within society, and for some families they're looking for different services, and so it's about how do you create new opportunities, new services, or how do you do things in a different way for people. And there are some very exciting opportunities for people, and through this S.T.A.R.S program is one of those exciting initiatives where families are looking for support staff to support their family member, but through a process which is not as traditional as people may be used to. I think it's very important for people with disabilities that they have the opportunity to be engaged in meaningful work. That work is actually very important for people because we all have jobs, and through those jobs we have a valued social role, and being employed or being an employer is a valuing role. For many people with disability, they don't work in traditional jobs or have the opportunities to have those roles. And I have had experience of people that have set up or been supported to set up their own business, or been supported to gain employment in sort of mainstream jobs, and it can be a difficult process, but if people are given the right support and then are supported to maintain that business, it can be very successful. And I am aware of two men who run their own contract gardening business. There was a lot of work went into supporting them to set up that business, right through from the legalities of how you set up a business, and the financial management of that business, getting the equipment that you need to run that business, all the sort of taxation things, then going out and sourcing the contracts, and a lot of work went into liaising with individuals and businesses and securing contracts, and over time the business grew and grew to be very successful. And what made it successful was that there was ongoing support for both those people, and there continues to be ongoing support today. And the business grew to a point where the two people had so many contracts that they were not able to, they had to refuse to take on extra work, and they have contracts all over Christchurch with individuals, with businesses, and what's and a great thing of that is that every year at Christmas time they have a function for the businesses that support them, like a lot of businesses do, a Christmas party, and it's fantastic that everybody gets together and all the people that they contract with, and they have a great time. But it comes down to the support, people being motivated and having the energy and the motivation to be able to support people to set up these businesses, and then committing to it with the long-term ongoing support. If that support's not there, these businesses fail.